Micca, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for accepting the invitation. The reason why I really wanted to talk with you is obviously the whole incident between Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb was propagated all over the internet, and your picture came up a lot. And we're going to get into everything that was said about that. But for full transparency, I think the public should know that I used to be your executive producer for a show that I walked away from. But I know you're still a part of it, and I wish you well. More importantly, I wanted to, what, Micca? No, I do. It was a great show. I had my time there, and I really wish everybody well who's still there. But again, because I have a personal relationship with you and your husband, I know you guys outside of the work that I've done with you. When I saw this information, I thought it was important for me to have a sit-down conversation. At first, I thought, should I even delve into what feels messy? But I think there's a deeper message. Mm-hmm. And I had several people who sent me the content in my DM and said, isn't this your girl? Isn't this the young lady that was on the show you used to produce? I said, sure. And I thought about it. And then I made a decision we should talk. So thank you kindly for accepting it. Many people
Welcome back. It's your boy, Just On Time Entertainment. Yeah, I got me a special one today. I told y'all, another Anton Daniels video. Yes, sir. Okay. This time, it is Pop Culture Micca spilling the beans. Kind of. Seemed like some paperwork was written. But we're going to get a little insight of what happened between Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniels, and the aftermath of what was to be seen as she exited. Now, today, she's not a part of the After Hours Room 9 show. So let's get it. I want y'all to like and subscribe. Share, hit the notification bell. That way you know exactly when I'm dropping. Please tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I need to change. But right now, we're going to get right into it, and it's going to get juicy. Let's go.
Let's get into Anton Daniels. Here's my thinking. With your vast erudition or knowledge in politics, was that the connection or bond? Because as I understand, he's a conservative and much of his rhetoric, if you will, is political.
Correct.
Is that fair to say?
That's fair.
That is fair. Was that the bond or the connection between you and Anton?
Absolutely. So I was a watcher of Anton's content way before, I actually knew Anton. So that is one of the bases of my connection with Anton, and also the financial conservatism too, because Anton knows a lot about financial decisions.
Okay, and how would you describe your political relationship with him?
Political relationship, what do you mean?
Yeah, so is it primarily the relationship or the friendship you have is primarily about politics?
Well, no. Well, the relationship that we have now is primarily business.
Or prior to, when you say now, there's an emphasis that maybe it was different prior to.
No, the only prior to is before I knew him.
Okay.
So before I knew
this
him,
brother's
of
good.
course, I'm a consumer.
This brother's good. I can tell his question is real good. 100%.
Anton, like I said, from the conservative politics and the fiscally conservative shows he used to have.
Yeah, and what was it that caught your attention to stay connected to the work that he does?
Before I knew him?
Yep.
Oh,
you said you was a consumer of his work. Yeah.
It would be like the Millionaire Morning Show. That's actually what I did watch. I didn't know Anton's other shows until we started working together.
Sure.
But the Millionaire Morning Show, it has, like I said, it has different components of news, financial information, politics,
sure,
and a little bit of pop culture, which is my lane.
Yeah. And even with that being your lane, how did the lanes collided, if you will? Meaning that at some point, either you reach out, you email, you DM, you say, hey, this is great work you're doing. It's something that I'm interested in knowing more about. How was that establishment?
So Anton reached out to me.
Sure.
And he asked.
Well, let me ask you this, just for clarity for the public. When you say he reached out to you, so if you're a consumer of his work, how does he know to reach out to you?
He doesn't know to reach out to me.
So how
it just happens that, well, I watch a lot of people.
Sure.
Online, but it just happens that he emailed me. I have my email up on my Instagram. I have it up on my
Yeah, but that's what
YouTube.
I'm asking. How did he know? How did he establish connection with you to know to email you?
Well, from what he told me, somebody sent him my work. And so he wanted to work with me, so he emailed me.
Okay, so someone sent him your information, and then he decided to reach out to you.
Mm-hmm. Somebody sent him my content, and he decided to look me up. He got my email, sent me email.
And if you can be transparent, what did he say in the email, or what did he say that established your interest to move to the next step?
Well, when I got the email, I already knew who Anton Daniels was because I'm watching Anton Daniels.
Yeah.
So he asked if I would be interested in doing an interview. I said, sure.
Okay. And the interview does he normally invite guests to come on?
All the time.
Oh, he does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anton has like one-on-ones with pretty much anybody. If his audience finds somebody intriguing, which is how he found me in the first place, then he'll bring them on, or if he finds them intriguing. Yeah.
And
I don't want to, this video is going to be very long. I'm just going to go ahead and get y'all prepared. I wanted to kind of reel y'all in. And as y'all know, a lot of the reactions to this video was an hour and a half, 2 hours, some 2.5 hours. I'm not trying to go that long. I'm trying to keep it, under 45 minutes if I can. I'm looking at the content that I have. I'm looking at the videos that I have. I'm like, man, it's a lot of segments. When I was cutting them up, I'm like, wow, it's a lot. But, this interviewer, top notch. This is a dude, I would say that if Republicans or Democrats or independents, whoever is in the political realm, I think you would be smart to employ this dude as far as questioning. I'm going to tell you this. After this particular interview, I would say in the next presidential election, he should be the guy that questions presidential candidates because he doesn't back up for nothing. Doesn't back up for nothing. Like literally back up. He asks a question straightforward, as you're going to see. I'm not going to do as much talking. We're going to go through this entire thing, and I'll talk as it goes. We're going to go through this entire thing. And I'm telling you, you're going to be like, wow, this dude does not back up at all. So I appreciate how this all turned out. But we're going to keep going right to segment 2 right now. Let's go.
Are you a paid employee?
Correct. Well, I'm contracted.
Contracted.
Correct.
Yeah. And do you have to fly out every time?
No. Most of it is virtually. Only when we're actually like doing something, some like a bunch of content where we have to go there.
Yeah. What sealed the deal for you in working with Anton, or at least felt comfortable to say, I want to stay on as a contractor and I really like what he has? What sealed that deal? So you become a guest and then you go back home and then you decided to accept the offer, if you will. But what sealed it for you?
What sealed it is I had already started in my podcasting process, and while I was there, I just in that small day and a half window, I got to see Anton's work ethic.
Sure.
And I got to see what goes on behind the scenes in podcasting and what actually how I can actually get to these numbers and, just things that a lot of people charge for.
Yep.
a lot of people sometimes, especially in Black and brown communities, don't want to tell, like it's some type of secret, or somebody's gonna steal their job. And so I was able, to benefit from being able to see this firsthand.
That's a fact.
And
nobody wants to give any information,
open about
and it's
showing
terrible.
Me this or that and third.
I'm going through that right now.
It wasn't a sense of, oh, this is a threat if I tell you this, or you're going to tell other people, and I'm not going to be able to make money.
Sure. So right now, your role as a co-host is virtual.
Correct.
How often do you?
Hey, this is where it starts to get juicy. Hey, he starts to question some stuff. So now it's going to start getting a little uncomfortable for Micca. He going to ask her exactly how much she used to get paid. Now, she tried to dodge the question, but he held firm.
So how much does he pay you? We were just talking about that range. Unless you want to specifically say how much.
I'm not going to give a specific.
That's the NDA characteristic.
No, that.
Welcome to the stripping game, partner. Who you ain't nothing? All you do is spin records. That's all you do. Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. I tell you what. You better go on back out there and get out of my face before you get swole.
That's my.
Or you want to protect him?
That's
so
my
then how
business.
Much?
That's my business mind sense, because there are other people on that show. I do not know how much.
So then let's give a range, because a range doesn't pinpoint the range.
That's why I said I can do the range.
Yeah, sure.
You asked me to pinpoint.
Sure. What's the range?
So I can do a range of anywhere between 2 to maybe 35.
To what? I don't know. You said $2, $200.
To 35.
2,000
to 35.
To 3,500 a month.
Correct.
Okay, for your role.
I'm only on that show. So there are some people that are on 5 days a week. There are some people that are on 1 day a week. And for me, I'm only on Thursdays and Fridays.
Okay. I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married.
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
She's when I say probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, that lady is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And has
that
Anton
is very
met
consistent to what everybody says.
Absolutely not.
He has not met him in person. Has he met him over the phone or in DM? What other form of introduction when you say not in person?
Because a lot of people assume that, when you have to see people, it has to be in person, or that if you don't meet them in person, then it's something or whatever. So
I'm saying, what's the form of communication? That he met your husband?
They don't have a form of communication where they talk back and forth.
Yeah. But you said he did not meet your husband in person.
No.
Is that to imply that he met him virtually?
No.
So he's never met your husband?
No.
And why is that?
No particular reason.
Sure.
Just I've never had to actually do anything where my husband was there, and so if he's there, if my like when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here. But
when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
Yeah, but we were here. We were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the.
I got to stop it right there. I have to, because as a married man, okay. Celebrating 10 years marriage, 17 years together. Would I ever think that my wife, I'm not going to even go that route, would I allow my wife? I ain't going that route, because I can do that, but I ain't going to do that. Would my wife ever think to disrespect me, to jump on a plane, to go hang out with another man that I've never, I'm trying to not cuss, that I never freaking met? I'm getting mad thinking about it. Hell no. No. That would never happen. You gonna tell me after the fact you jump on a plane to go hang out with another sucker, and now I see you all over the news plastered as some dude's side chick that I've never met? But this is a working relationship? Come on, Micca. Naivete. Green to reality. This is crazy. It's showing. Now, I can go down the route of showing how Anton moves, right? But I'm not here to bash Anton. I'm here to teach ladies a lesson. When you get around sharks, you have to learn how to swim. Even great whites can be flipped over by punching them straight in the nose. It's a fact. Pull it up. You cannot pay attention to what's coming out of a motherfucker's mouth versus what's actually being done. As you can see later on in the video, she will explain what she's talking about. Let's go.
And I have to actually talk about it with him, tell him what I'm doing, things like that.
How did you reassure your husband this was strictly business? Like if my wife is flying to another state,
because of
at some point I'm going, or I need to meet this person in person. And it doesn't matter to me if he's single or married. It doesn't matter to me if he feels that he wants to meet me. I want my wife to be very committed and loyal to the idea of her business engagements I should be comfortable with as a husband. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Sure.
But my thing is, I think a lot of people sometimes misconstrue is this. You guys separate for some reason, independent from like big conglomerates, right? So if there's a person that has a business,
sure,
it automatically changes from if Disney calls you, right? Because there have been other things that I have done as far as movie sets and other things that my husband has not gone to, and nobody would bat an eye if I'm talking to the director or if I'm going to meet, for a shoot for this or that. Your spouse is not always coming, and so
deflection.
I think
deflection.
The notion that just because it's this person, and I understand that people have their own thoughts and perceptions of people, but I think a lot of the times when it comes down to people who are in independent media, they think it's more of a personal level, and still it's business.
Yeah, but
she deflected off every single thing that he asked. Something going on. Again, I'm not even trying to bash Anton because I think it's beyond that. I'm looking past that. Right? I'm looking past what Anton did. I'm going, yo, you are a married woman. This is not a chick you just meet for $40 on the street. You pick up on OnlyFans. This is a married woman that has a name for herself. And I don't want to expose her husband's name, but he's kind of a big deal. I'm going to say that in the music industry. It's kind of a big deal. So it's getting a little ugly. Getting a little ugly. What are you doing? You married. What's up? Even the dude interviewing was saying, what's up? Keep going.
Let's call a thing, if you will. And I want to really drive it home. Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of What?
No,
Just
no,
naturally,
no.
just naturally, like we're sitting here, or because I'm gonna explain.
I don't want to
mean.
get into wordsmithing.
No, there's no wordsmithing.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking,
because then I want to talk about some pictures too.
No, yeah, okay. I got you. But the reason why I'm asking is because
I love it.
Two different
He don't
things,
let her
right?
off the hook.
So
he don't let her off the hook.
Anton does things for content, and then there's things that Anton would do if we're just sitting here.
Okay.
So if you're saying personally, if me and Anton was just sitting here, no. Now, if you're talking about for content, when we're doing the virtual rooms and things for the show, Anton has said multiple things.
I'm glad they kept my big dick. Whatever
That's
that
different. You just switched that all up.
Which is all inclusive, which also includes the possibility of box.
Carrie, listen, I think that is fair. And Carrie, it should
all inclusive.
It should come with this one caveat.
Now, that don't mean that I'm gonna take it, and it doesn't mean that I'm interested in it. But I do think that I should have complete control over whoever it is that's around me at the time.
And how did you feel when a married man said that to a married woman?
Again, at first, because you don't understand,
who doesn't content, understand?
Meaning, well, I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
So again, being on YouTube, when you don't understand certain bounds of YouTube panels and things like that, people on panels say all types of egregious stuff or whatever to get reactions from the crowd, right? And so you might personally take stuff a certain way when they were just doing it as a reaction to get people in the crowd.
And so how did you feel?
I didn't feel a certain way. I didn't say anything because I was a little off-putted. But once I understood what he was trying to do, I'm like, okay, well, you can't say this and that and the third. It's okay if you're like, okay, I have beautiful women on my panel. That is fine, right? Because people can acknowledge that people look.
What pushback did you give?
Things like that, but it's
because I got evidence.
Becomes personalized that it looks funny to the audience.
How does his wife feel? Has his wife Rita ever expressed to you her disdain, or have you heard her discuss something with him about her disapproval of saying that to you on a show? Even because
go ahead.
Well, let me just say this just before you answer. I think there's a line you draw in the sand when I say something because it's content. So I'm producing content here. I'm doing a show. And if I say to you, knowing your husband, wow, you look so beautiful and you're so gorgeous. Boy, I wish we could probably just go for a nice drink. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, but he's never said that to me.
Yeah, but
totally different.
He may not have used my words. I'm just saying.
No, he's never done that.
I had to cut in there because yeah, it's looking ugly. Like I said, I reviewed this and I had so much content off of this, and I'm confused on a lot of stuff. Not really. Micca, quit. I don't know what you did with this man, Anton. All I'm going to do is say this. You a married woman, right? You don't disrespect your husband the way you disrespected your husband. You don't fly out with a dude that your husband has never met. Think about that. Punch it into your freaking head. Do you believe, as a husband, me, I can fly out and meet a woman in a random city that my wife never met, that knows nothing about, period, never had a conversation? Do you believe that? And if so, ladies, please tell me I'm wrong. And if y'all going to explain that it's okay to do that, then you know what? Society is cooked. And I'm going to go ahead and extract my children out of this society, and I'm going to teach them how to get 10 plus year marriages, 17 plus year relationships that's still thriving. Even when you go through turmoil, you're able to have conversations and talk. Or y'all can fly out with random motherfuckers and your husband don't know. It's up to you. I'm done trying to teach people about relationships because you're seeing this is bullshit. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. Let's go.
This picture, you guys were at a game when you said he wanted to take me somewhere. Now, I'll be honest, when I saw this picture, I was flabbergasted.
Why?
Because
wait.
Sure.
So go back to what you were saying, because
did she say
you can't
why?
intertwine the two. So you were asking,
sure,
was he expounding on
flirt
on the certain type of things that he says, and we were talking about him saying it's beautiful, whatever, but not expounding in that way.
Yes.
Now, what is your question that you're asking now? Because
I think I asked it, was it disrespectful? Did you feel that it was disrespectful? And I think you answered it by saying no, because you realize that it's content and people do these shows and they say things. And you also clarified it by saying outside of the show, that has never happened. Would that be correct? What I heard?
He good.
Right. But
he good.
You used
he
the
real
hook
good
at the end to say, well, he's taking you somewhere.
Well, I think you said something, and we can probably roll it back in post-production. You said something about when we go places or he takes me somewhere. And that's what made me say.
So what I said was, I met a couple of high profile people. They were talking about sponsorships. They were talking about interviews, a whole lot of stuff.
No, I still don't think you answered the question. What I'm trying to
You
get
asked what was I doing there?
How did, because I said he had a business meeting and invited you, and you said no. So you didn't fall out the sky. They didn't open up the dome and you came down on a harness into the meeting. So what I'm saying is
hold on. Ask your actual question.
So this is what I'm saying. The interview is over. The one-on-one interview is over, correct?
Correct.
What does the conversation sound like to invite you to come here?
Okay.
Because I said you were invited and you said no.
Okay. So no, that's not what I said. But
we're going to play it back.
Nevertheless.
So he says, hey, I got this business meeting. I'm going to this game. Would you like to go with me? And obviously you said yes because you weren't forced into going.
Not I got this game. I got this meeting.
I had this meeting. Okay, so if I'm looking at this picture, are you all on the floor at a basketball game?
Correct, that's the floor.
Okay, at a basketball game.
Correct.
So you went to a basketball game. Did you watch the game?
No, this picture right here, we probably sat on this court maybe 10 minutes.
Oh,
we
I see.
In the back.
So a meeting and then y'all just went on the floor to take a picture.
No, we just went on the floor and we sat there maybe 10 minutes. And then they had their,
sat there 10 minutes to watch a game for 10 minutes?
He wanted to see a little bit of the game. Sat there maybe about 10 minutes. The quarter ended, went right back to the back.
Okay, and was his wife invited with you guys to the business meeting?
I don't know if she was invited or not.
Was she there?
If she was there, no.
She was not there. Okay.
Oh, this is where my expertise jump in. Even over the dude you fawn over, allegedly, Anton. You know what? You said 10 minutes. 10 actual regular timed minutes. Gregorian calendar. Right? No. That ain't how basketball games work. You said a quarter. You lost. Quarter is 12 minutes. 12. I put two fingers up first, right? 12 minutes. Or is it the other way around? 12. Whatever it is. Let me tell you something. 12 minutes can equal anywhere between 25 to 30 minutes of real time. So when you say 10 minutes, that means you were out there for about 3 minutes of a quarter. but you never watched the game. How would you know? How would you know? Because you was in that flow stunting. And guess what? If I pull my card and talk to some of the NBA cats that I know, I'm trying to think of the players, if I know anybody from Detroit, I got to figure out the game you were at and who they were playing. If I pull my cards of anybody that you know, I'm wondering if they could remember. Because us b-ball players, we see everything. We can hit a 3 and see a baddie on the side. Hey, my number is yada, 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 yada. Come to the hotel. XYZ. Okay. All right, Micca. Keep on proving your point. We got you. I love it. Keep proving your point, Micca. You're messing up.
In the public,
I can understand, but that's why I don't mind. That's why I don't mind talking about it, because there's nothing nefarious that I ever had going on. And again, I never do anything unless my husband knows.
So your husband knew that you were going to this business meeting.
My husband knew that I was where I was.
No, that's not. Let's be very clear with language. So I want to be clear with my question. Okay. Did your husband know that after the show, the interview was over, you were going to a basketball, not a basketball, you were going to a meeting at an arena where a basketball game was?
I don't remember if I told him before or after, but I did tell my husband.
You don't remember telling your husband? You don't remember telling your husband. Gotcha. If it was before or after. So, I ain't going to accuse you of anything, but it was sounding like I told you before I flew out to LA or I told you before, or I'm sorry, after I flew out to LA that you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I can't accuse nothing because I know suing happens on the internet. But it's you that are basing this bullshit. It's you that are taking this into consideration. You are putting this on the internet. You decided to go on this interview. What are we talking about? I can swear to God, if my wife ever decided to do some crap like this, I'm gone. I don't give a damn how old I am. I'm gone. I'm telling you that. Gone. But you don't seem to give a damn. I hope you had a great time with Mr. Anton Daniels, aka 5'7" midget. I hope you had a good time. Hopefully, just DNA didn't spread. Allegedly. We got one more video. One more. And I'm done. Because there's been so much video. I've been reviewing it all day. I'm tired. I'm ready to go and be done. But guess what? I got one more. And it's going to ask Micca if she is still working with Anton Daniels. And if she is still there. And then after I get done with that, I'm going to review the entire video. And then I'm going to be out. Because I appreciate y'all. Again, I'm glad y'all rocking with me. Thank you. Thank you. Because y'all are the reason. Y'all the backbone. Y'all the spinal cord. Y'all connect all my neurons to my brain. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have any content to think about. But I appreciate you. Let's go.
I have not been on after hours since the whole incident happened.
That's not answering my question.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
So I haven't been on after hours since the incident happened. And I felt that, there were a lot of things that I did not like about everything that went on. So with that, I decided to pull away from the show. So no, I am not.
Is that a
Overall, there it is. Boom. Man, I'm flabbergasted. Micca dropped a bombshell on Anton Daniels, and I don't know how this brother's going to recover because I watched the stream, and the first 45 minutes, he was flustered. And if anybody can't tell me him arguing with Slimmy about things that didn't mean anything, bullshit. Bullshit. This is what happens. You have to be authentic. Just because you make money and make a lot of it, you cannot change who you are. Remember, I've watched everything. All of it. All of it. So I know exactly who the hell you are. So you can bring it on persona. It don't work. Not with this dog. Not with this dog. And I know most of the cats you're going to deal with, you ready to pull up. I'm ready to pull up. I'm going to continue to keep showing these shoulders and this head. And that's all you're going to see. Because if you met me in person, that would be a problem. Again, Micca, I think you fucked up. Yep, got to emphasize on that. Fucked up. You ruined your bag because Anton's going to take you down all the way he could take you. However much money he had, he was taking you there. Okay? But I'm going to be done with this video. Y'all know what it is. Just on time entertainment. Like and subscribe. Share. Get at your boy. I'm done. I'm tired. Been dealing with this all day. I'm tired. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Tell me what I did right. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what you want me to change. I am out. Peace.